Have you ever looked at that tiny white pill in your hand, the one your doctor told you to take every single day, and wondered if it is doing more harm than good? We are told that aspirin is the gold standard for preventing heart attacks and strokes. But what if I told you that for many seniors, that daily habit might be quietly eroding the lining of your stomach or putting you at risk for dangerous internal bleeding? Imagine a future where you don't have to rely on synthetic chemicals to keep your blood flowing smoothly, a future where your kitchen cabinet holds the secret to protecting your heart and keeping your legs strong and mobile. What if the solution to better circulation and a longer life wasn't in a pharmacy aisle, but hidden right there in your spice rack, waiting for you to unlock its power? It is a scary thought, isn't it, realizing that the very medicine meant to save us might be causing new problems. You might be feeling it already. Maybe it is that nagging, burning sensation in your stomach after your morning medication, or perhaps you have noticed distinct bruising on your arms and legs that seems to appear out of nowhere. We often blame these things on getting older, thinking it is just par for the course. But here is the truth. It might not just be aging. It could be the way we are trying to manage our health that is backfiring. We treat the body like a machine that needs harsh chemicals, when often it is crying out for natural nourishment. Today, we are going to change that narrative. In this video, we will uncover the top 5 powerful spices that act as natural blood thinners foods that have been used for centuries to fight clots, reduce inflammation, and boost circulation without the scary side effects of pharmaceuticals. We are going to show you exactly what to eat to regain your peace of mind and bodily strength. By the end of this discussion, you will have a clear, actionable plan to support your heart and legs, naturally giving you the best chance at a vibrant, independent life. Before we jump into this life-changing list, if you care about staying healthy and independent well into your golden years, consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications. We share the kind of senior health tips that doctors often overlook because we believe you deserve the full picture. And let me ask you something personal. Where in the world are you watching from today? Are you tuning in from the US, the UK, Canada, or somewhere else entirely? Drop a comment below with where you are from. I am always curious to see how far our senior health community reaches, and it is wonderful to see us all connected by a common goal of better health. Now, let us get started with the first incredible spice on our list. You have probably seen this one in the supermarket, or maybe it is sitting in your cupboard right now gathering dust, but you need to bring it to the front. We are talking about turmeric, often called the golden spice of life. It is not just there to add color to curry. This vibrant yellow powder is a powerhouse when it comes to your blood health. You see, the magic ingredient in turmeric is a compound called curcumin. In simple terms, curcumin is one of nature's most potent anti-inflammatories. Why does that matter for your blood? Well, think of your blood vessels like the pipes in your home. When you have chronic inflammation, which is very common as we get older, those pipes get irritated and narrow. The walls of the arteries can become sticky, making it easier for plaque to build up and for dangerous clots to form. Curcumin steps in like a soothing balm, calming that inflammation and preventing platelets from clumping together. It works similarly to aspirin by inhibiting the enzymes that cause inflammation, but it does so without tearing up your stomach lining. Research has shown that curcumin can significantly improve the function of the endothelium, which is the lining of your blood vessels, allowing them to relax and letting blood flow freely to your legs and heart. Imagine waking up in the morning and not feeling that stiffness in your knees or that heaviness in your calves because your circulation is finally working as it should. That is the potential of turmeric. I remember speaking with a community member named Margaret who started adding turmeric to her diet after years of worrying about deep vein thrombosis. She told me that within a few weeks, she felt a warmth returning to her cold feet, a sign that the blood was finally reaching her extremities properly. It wasn't a miracle cure overnight, but it was a steady, gentle improvement that gave her hope again. So, how do you use this without it becoming a chore? You do not need to eat spoonfuls of dry powder. A great way is to make what we call golden milk. Warm up some almond or oat milk, add a teaspoon of turmeric, a dash of cinnamon, and here is the secret weapon, a pinch of black pepper. You must add the black pepper because it increases the absorption of curcumin by 2,000%. Without the pepper, your body just flushes it out. Try having a warm cup of this before bed. It is soothing, delicious, and it works on your blood while you sleep. It is a small ritual that says, I am taking care of myself. Moving on to the second spice on our list, and this one is a warming favorite that you probably associate with cookies or upset tummies, but it is so much more than that. It is ginger. Yes, that knobby root is a circulation superstar. Ginger contains natural acids called salicylates. Does that word sound familiar to you? It should, because acetylsalicylic acid is the scientific name for aspirin. That is right, ginger is essentially nature's aspirin, but wrapped in a package that supports digestion rather than harming it. These salicylates help to prevent your blood from clotting excessively. When we age, our blood can become a bit thicker and more sluggish, which makes the heart work harder to pump it down to your legs and feet. Ginger helps to gently thin the blood, reducing that workload and lowering the risk of a stroke. Think about it this way. If you are trying to drink a thick milkshake through a narrow straw, you have to suck really hard and the straw might collapse. That is your heart trying to pump thick blood through aging arteries. Ginger helps turn that milkshake into water, making it flow easily through the straw so your heart can take a break. Plus, ginger is fantastic for warming the body. Have you ever drunk a cup of ginger tea and felt that heat spread through your chest and down to your toes? That is vasodilation in action. Your blood vessels are opening up and fresh oxygenated blood is rushing to the tissues that need it most. There was a study mentioned in medical journals that looked at ginger consumption and found that regular intake helped reduce muscle pain and soreness in older adults, likely due to this improved circulation. So, if you are dealing with sore legs after a walk, ginger might be your new best friend. Here is a practical way to get it into your life. Fresh is best if you can manage it. Buy a root of ginger, peel a small piece about the size of your thumb, and slice it into hot water with a little lemon. Drink this in the morning to wake up your system. If you find the taste too strong, you can grate it into stir fries or soups. It adds a lovely kick and works medicinally with every bite. Just remember, consistency is key here. 1 cup won't change everything, but a daily cup could change your life. Now let's talk about the third spice. And I have to warn you, this one has a bit of a kick. But that kick is exactly what saves lives. We are talking about cayenne pepper. I know you might be thinking, I cannot handle spicy food. My stomach is too sensitive. But hear me out, because even a tiny amount can have profound effects. Cayenne pepper contains a compound called capsaicin, which is arguably one of the fastest acting blood thinners in the natural world. In fact, herbalists have used large doses of cayenne in emergencies to help stop heart attacks in progress because of how quickly it opens up arteries. For daily use, however, it works by lowering your blood pressure and clearing away the lipid deposits that narrow your arteries. It also encourages the body to produce fibrinolytic activity, which is just a fancy way of saying it helps dissolve clots that have already formed. Picture a river that is clogged with debris and fallen branches. The water backs up and floods, causing damage. Cayenne pepper acts like a cleanup crew, removing the debris so the river can flow fast and clean again. When your blood flows fast, it doesn't have time to pool and clot in your legs, which is a major concern for anyone who isn't as mobile as they used to be. I want to share a quick image with you. Imagine feeling a tingling sensation in your toes, not from numbness, but from life returning to them. That is the cayenne effect. It pushes blood to the periphery of your body. Now, you don't have to eat a raw chili pepper. That would be too much. Start very small. Buy high-quality cayenne powder and sprinkle just a tiny dusting, literally a pinch, on your morning eggs or into a bowl of soup. You likely won't even taste the heat, but your blood vessels will feel the difference. You can gradually increase it as you get used to it. It is about waking up your system, not shocking it. Before we move on to the next spice, I just want to check in with you. If you are finding these tips useful so far, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps spread the word to other seniors who might be struggling with these same fears and pains. And if you haven't yet, do subscribe for more little-known health insights. We are just getting halfway through this list, and trust me, the next 2 are common kitchen staples that you probably didn't realize were such potent medicine. I hope you are taking notes, because this is knowledge that gives you power over your own health. By the way, if you are enjoying this, tap the like button. It lets me know I am helping, and it helps others find this video too. All right, let us get back to it. The 4th spice on our list is one that smells like Christmas morning, but works hard for your heart all year round. It is cinnamon. But be careful here because not all cinnamon is created equal, and we need to talk about that. Cinnamon is a powerful anticoagulant, which means it helps prevent blood clots from forming. It contains a substance called coumarin, which is actually what the blood-thinning drug warfarin was originally derived from. Isn't that fascinating? Modern medicine often mimics nature, but nature offers it in a more balanced form. Cinnamon helps lower blood pressure and balances blood sugar, which is crucial because high blood sugar can damage blood vessels over time, making them stiff and brittle. Think of your blood vessels like a rubber band. When they are healthy, they are stretchy and flexible. High sugar makes them dried out and crackly. Cinnamon helps keep that rubber band flexible. However, here is the catch. The cheap cinnamon you find in most grocery stores is called cassia cinnamon. It has very high levels of coumarin, which can actually be too much for the liver if you eat a lot of it every day. You want to look for Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. It is lighter in color and has a more delicate taste. It gives you all the blood flow benefits without the risk of liver toxicity. Imagine enjoying a warm bowl of oatmeal on a cold morning dusted with fragrant Ceylon cinnamon. You are not just having a tasty breakfast, you are actively lowering your risk of a stroke and protecting your leg arteries from narrowing. It is a small, delicious act of defiance against aging. So the takeaway here is simple. Check your spice labels. If it doesn't say Ceylon, it is likely cassia. Make the switch. Sprinkle it in your coffee, stir it into yogurt, or add it to baked apples. It acts as a preservative for your body, keeping your internal systems younger for longer. It is sweet, it is simple, and it is incredibly effective. And finally, we arrive at number 5. This one is perhaps the most well-researched heart helper in history. It might not make your breath smell like roses, but your arteries will love you for it. We are talking about garlic. Garlic is legendary for a reason. It contains sulfur compounds, specifically one called ajoine, which is released when garlic is crushed or chopped. These compounds prevent platelets specifically from becoming too sticky. You see, clots happen when platelets clump together like a traffic jam. Garlic keeps the traffic moving smoothly, ensuring that no cars get stuck bumper to bumper. On top of that, garlic relaxes blood vessels, reducing blood pressure and allowing more nutrient-rich blood to reach your knees and ankles, helping with mobility. A study published in a major nutritional journal found that garlic supplementation could reduce plaque buildup in arteries, effectively reversing some of the damage caused by high cholesterol. That is huge. It means it is not just about maintenance, it is about repair. I know some people worry about the smell or the taste being too strong. But think of it this way. That strong smell is the smell of the medicine working. It is the sulfur that does the healing. To get the most benefit, you should try to eat it raw if you can. Cooking garlic destroys some of the ajoine. Here is a pro tip. Crush a clove of garlic and let it sit on the cutting board for about 10 minutes before you eat it or cook it lightly. This resting period allows the enzymes to activate and create the maximum amount of healing compounds. You can mix crushed garlic into a salad, dressing with olive oil and lemon juice, or stir it into mashed potatoes right at the end. If raw is absolutely impossible for you, aged garlic extract supplements are a good alternative that have shown great results in clinical trials. But try the real thing first. It is inexpensive, effective, and easily available. It might feel a bit unsettling to learn all this, to realize that simple foods could have been helping you all along while you were worrying about medication side effects. But remember, knowledge is power. Now that you know, you can make simple changes to protect your health. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Even cutting down that reliance on painkillers and adding a bit of garlic or ginger can spare your stomach and joints a lot of pain. You might start to notice less stiffness in the mornings and more energy on your walks once you swap these foods into your diet. Imagine walking up the porch steps easily again, or playing in the yard with your grandkids without getting winded or worrying about your legs giving out. That is the difference these small tweaks can make over time. So to recap, let us look at the toolbox you now have. You have turmeric to fight inflammation and soothe your vessels. You have ginger to improve flow and warm your cold extremities. You have cayenne pepper to open up arteries and act as an emergency booster for circulation. You have Ceylon cinnamon to keep your vessels flexible and manage sugar. And you have garlic to prevent stickiness and lower pressure. It is all about giving your body what it needs and avoiding the things that cause harm. However, I must add a very important note here. I am a researcher and a health advocate, not your personal doctor. If you are currently taking prescription blood thinners like warfarin or Eliquis or Plavix, you absolutely must talk to your doctor before adding large amounts of these spices to your diet, because these spices work so well they can amplify the effect of your medication, which could thin your blood too much. That shows just how powerful they are. But it also means you need to be smart. Bring this list to your doctor and say, I want to support my health naturally. Can we work on this together? Most doctors will be impressed by your initiative. Remember, your body is always trying to heal and strengthen itself. All we have to do is give it the right fuel and care. Growing older might be inevitable, but growing weaker doesn't have to be. With the right habits, you can stay strong, mobile, and independent. I know getting older is hard. The aches, the fear of losing mobility, the worry about what the future holds, it can be scary and discouraging. Sometimes it feels like your own body is betraying you. But I want you to know that you are not alone in this, and it is not too late to turn things around. Every small step you take, every better food you choose, every good habit you build is strengthening your legs and your future freedom. One meal, one step at a time, you are taking charge of your health. You have resilience in you that you haven't even tapped into yet. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which of these tips surprised you the most? Did you know that cinnamon could help your blood, or that garlic needs to rest before you cook it? Do you have any personal experiences with using food as medicine, good or bad? Share your story or any questions in the comments below. I read every single one, and we all learn from each other. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today to give them hope. And if this video helped you or opened your eyes even a little, please hit the like button. It means a lot. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important health insights that could improve your life. We have plenty more science-backed tips for thriving in your golden years, and I don't want you to miss a single one because your health and independence are worth fighting for. If you are still with me and determined to stay strong, type a number 1 in the comments to affirm it. Let me see who is really committed to making a change. And if you have doubts, that is okay too. I appreciate all feedback. Your voice matters here. Stay strong, stay healthy, and remember, your independence is carried by your legs and fueled by the choices you make today. Keep taking those small steps for your health. They add up to giant strides in your freedom. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.